Buongiorno from our home in Sicily. Ho, ho, ho. The Christmas season is right around the corner, starting with December 8th, the Immaculate Conception, ending January 6th, La Befana. It is such a beautiful religious festoon and spiritual time here in Sicily.
Holy smokes, that was a pretty good eulogy right there, huh? Anyways, I have on my grandfather's Italian silk scarf that I wear for him every Christmas season. Had he lived, he would have been 132 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So Nonno Afio.
Trecastagni.
Sì. Nonno Afio, ti voglio bene. I love you a lot, and I wear your scarf. And today, I'm thinking of you, a beautiful white silk scarf from Trecastagni, Sicily. So that's what I want to say, kicking off the season.
And here's the first nativity scene that we've seen.
In the Basilica of St. Peter and St. Paul, in the back room, out of the view of the masses, we were let in.
You know, this is also a big time for family and friends and to do things together. I just love this season because every little town has different decorations and they're already up. It's November 30th if you're watching this on a Sunday, and the Christmas decorations will stay up all the way until January 6th. And Immaculate Conception, December 8th, is traditionally when people start putting up their Christmas trees in their homes here in Sicily. But here in the Valle d'Azzapla household, we're probably going to have it up earlier than that, and we have some great little decorations, gifts that were given to us brand new.
My cousin Annette Messina, and I know she watches, her and Vinny watch this. They gave me this this year.
This guy looks a little bit like you.
And last year, my cousin Annette, when she came here,
love that.
I love this thing. Annette, I want you to know, I listen to it every night outside when I'm smoking my soda.
It does.
So these are my 2 Christmas decorations. And I know this weekend we're going to be putting up our tree.
With all different types of handmade decorations, but we'll show you that next week. The one thing that I want to tell you that, you know, I said earlier that it's religious as well as spiritual, because there are places here in Sicily that go all out. The churches go all out showing nativity, Presbytine scenes, especially places like Caltagirone, which, by the way, we're going to go with our New Year's group to. They have different areas, different churches where they have different themes. You have to pay an entrance fee. There's one place in Taormina, actually, nativity scenes are so important for Sicilians that it's up year-round. Now, there's one nativity scene also in downtown Catania at the Piazza Duomo inside the cathedral that is probably one of the largest nativity scenes I've ever seen. And the interesting thing about them is that Sicilians, unlike the rest of Italy, they're really big about having these characters, these personalities, these people that represent everyday Sicilians. So, for instance, the pizza maker, the cheese maker, the wine maker. There's even a character, I can't remember his name right now, that he sits, has a hat, and is always taking a nap. And there's different scenes of Etna and elsewhere around Sicily. So they really put a lot of attention into making and putting together those nativity scenes. Check out this nativity scene in the Duomo of Sant'Agata in downtown Catania. quite an elaborate presentation. I'm guessing over there is Mount Etna. And lots of people represented here. There's even a Roman soldier straight ahead, probably representing the Roman times. Some people on top of the roof with some wine barrels. And then, very interesting, this nativity scene, there's no baby Jesus. So the baby Jesus will probably be put there on the 24th or 25th. All types of characters. You know, every place, every church, every town has a different take on what a nativity scene looks like. Oh, look at that guy over there on the camel, representing the Arab period here in Sicily. Very beautiful. So it's up to each location's imagination on what characters, what the layout will be. But this one here at the Church of San Agata in Catania is just magnificent.
You know, Eszter, I think that Italy in general, Sicily in particular, because there is no conflict between the doctrine of separation of church and state, here almost every community on their town property, whether it's the front of the town hall or in front of a piazza or someplace, festoons itself with nativity scenes. It's just an amazing thing. As a matter of fact, Eszter and I went a couple of years ago to a little community, little church that was hidden away in Acireale. Remember that church?
Yes.
Holy smokes. And the only thing in the church was a life-size, almost life-size depiction of a town with all the things that she's talking about. So it's very much of a wonderful, wonderful town. Let me tell you one hour.
Wait, let's go to that video. Let's show a little bit of a snippet of that video and then we'll come back.
Okay.
It's apparently one of the biggest lifelike nativity scenes inside of a cave. Let's go see. Buongiorno. Oh wow.
Melchiorre, Gaspare e Baldassarre. Perché questi costumi? Perché sono più preziosi.
This cave, of course, was caused by an Etna eruption. So what you're looking at over here is actual lava.
1741.
1741. Can you imagine this? People, how many generations have seen this beautiful nativity scene that's here every year? You really have to know where to find it. And now the materials are very interesting because not only is it wax, but also hair and what is
Real hair.
real hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Dyes.
eyes is glass.
Wow. Glass, yeah. And then,
the hands are in wood.
okay, so the hands are in wood, the eyes are glass. And then this is wax, and that's real hair. This is truly, what a treasure here in Acireale. I keep saying, you know, endless treasures. And right here, we have another example of a treasure in the middle of the street, in a cave, works of art. The story is that a priest was walking home from Acireale and it started raining really, really heavily, like cats and dogs, like we show you sometimes here. And he sought refuge inside of a cave made out of lava. And he was so thankful for that cave that he decided to do a little chapel in there. And over the years, they make those handmade nativity scenes over there. They're very, very beautiful. Now, I just want to piggyback on something you said, that there's no separation between church and state. And in fact, a lot of places, including our syndico, our mayor in Acitrezza, he helped put up the decorations in Acicastello and Acitrezza. So mayors take a big role in the uncovering of some of these Christmas scenes that you see all over.
Getting back to that lava nativity scene, the cave that you just saw, it was hilarious. I couldn't find it, and it was on a main road. Why couldn't I find it? Because there was not one place to park my car. There was no parking for this place, and it's only open, I don't know how many hours a week, but guess
It's
what?
worth seeing if you're in this area.
You have to know about this place if you're an outsider
Yes.
like we were. So I ended up parking way down and walking up a little bit of a hill there, cars zipping by, and what an experience that place was. That was a terrific experience. I really loved
But
it.
those scenes, those Christmas scenes, nativity scenes are all over the place. The other big thing are the Christmas markets. And let me tell you, we're going to have a little bit of an update on my leg situation because I think pretty soon I'll be back out and about bringing you videos from all over Sicily. But I think my first stop is going to be the Christmas market in Catania, which every year just keeps improving and improving and improving. And also the, Christmas, handmade Christmas things all over. There are places in Trecastagni, for example, the Piazza Marconi, which we've taken you many times. They'll have the little stalls with handmade items. Sicilians, really, look at this, guys, so cute. It was made in the U.S., but this type of very innovative stuff, we see it everywhere, including the malls. Remember
Well,
last year I got you a really good gift from the mall where they were making stuff, handmade stuff, right there.
I just wanted to say one thing about one of my most prized Christmas decorations I got in Trecastagni
Oh, yeah.
is a hand-carved out of the lava manger scene with the baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph and little whatever they are, the shepherds.
Now, we'd be remiss not to talk about the foods, the dolci, especially the foods of Christmas, and we're going to do a deep dive in another video. But first, let's just go over some of the things that are must-have all season, and that is the famous panettone. Now, of course, cassata and cannoli are also eaten. Those are two foods that are eaten a lot during festas, and then each province of Sicily, each town really has a specially dolce that they eat during the Christmas holiday.
Christmas Eve is a very special night for us and for a lot of my friends and family. Basically, it's kind of like a casual night with a lot of pizza, scacciata, crispelli, bacala, fish. But it's not the seven fishes. That, surprisingly, the Feast of the Seven Fishes, that's an American concoction. Here it's much more relaxed, okay?
On New Year's Eve.
No, on Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve,
Excuse
not
me,
New Year's
Christmas
Eve.
Eve.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. It's much more relaxed. The next day is a day where the family gathers, just like we do in the United States. And you're going to have pretty much the same stuff that you have in the United States in terms of a nice Christmas soup, and pasta, not turkey, not ham either. They'll have lamb or they'll have another type of a protein, or if they want to do fish again, it's a completely different situation here. And it's much more relaxed and, surprisingly, far more religious on Christmas Day and also Christmas Eve night than typically it is in the United States. You're not going to find Santa Claus or the elves around here. That's the night of Jesus. Silent Night in Italian is a beautiful song, of course.
Yeah.
And I feel better. I feel like I was transported back to when I was a kid, in the olden days, so to speak, when all my relatives, who of course been long since departed, would celebrate it. And that's one of the calls for me to stay here. It's just unbelievable. You could
Anyway,
talk
in
about
the
New
next
Year's,
few weeks,
Oh,
we'll
St.
have.
Stephen's Day is next.
Well, the next few weeks we'll have much more about Christmas, and hopefully we'll have a lot more scenes from Christmas. But I want to just go back a week to our Thanksgiving. We had a beautiful Thanksgiving, and this was a particularly positive week for me personally. I received some good news about my progress. I got to check this out. Walk with a walker for the very first time.
All right.
I just woke up, just a warning.
Everybody starts at the beginning. This is our friend Coy, and Bambi gave us a walker as a gift. And this is her first time. Eszter is fully extended. Look at. You know what they say? The Dalai Lama says it's a journey of 1,000 miles. Starts with the first step.
I couldn't be happier.
And she couldn't be happier. What a great video. What a great day, Bunny. Yeah! Okay, we have a big day today. We've got Esther, first time she's up, and she's walking on a gift that was sent to us by Koi and Bambi. And look at that.
Thank you, Koi and Bambi. This is a lifesaver. And look at this. On 2 feet for the second time. Yesterday was the first. Today is the second. And, you know, in 2-3 weeks, let's say 2 weeks, I'll be out and about running and bringing you videos.
Oh
from
my
all
God.
over.
Lord,
Listen.
help me, help me.
Listen to me. I want to say a big thank you to that guy over there. He's been so patient and a great coach. If there's a great coach in the world, it's Al Zapla.
Okay, Esther. Bye-bye. Ciao. You know, Esther, the Dalai Lama says that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. So we took more than one step yesterday with the thing. And I really want to thank, once again, Bambi and Koi,
Yes.
who sent us as a gift, the walker. It was profoundly important. And within 17 days or 18 days, guess what? All this stuff is going to be just about done, and she's going to be ambulatory, and she's going to be walking, and we're going to be going to Catania to the Christmas market.
For sure.
And within a matter of time, I'd say by mid-January, she'll actually be lugging the groceries up the stairs.
Anyway,
Maybe
take
not.
a look at our Thanksgiving meal that we had. Happy Thanksgiving from Sicily. I just came back from my pool therapy and I'm so thankful to be able to move, and it sounds like pretty soon I'll be walking, so that's exciting. I want to say thank you to you, your support, your messages, your prayers. I feel them. They're working. Grazie mille. Really, really, really appreciate it. Now let me tell you what I'm making for dinner here in Sicily. Yes, I'm making a tacchino, a turkey, my mom's famous smashed potatoes, apple pie, and we'll be chin-chinning. Grazie mille and happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Love you guys. Apple pie is ready. This is my mom's famous smashed, as she likes to call it, smashed potatoes. It has potatoes, milk, 1 egg, salt and pepper, of course, some melted butter, and then there's Parmesan cheese and another type of cheese, and I'm going to let it cook for 45 minutes. Apple pie is ready. And here is the turkey. This is 1 thigh, split in 2. It's about 3 or 4 pounds, I think closer to 4 pounds. And I marinated it with olive oil, parsley, oregano, thyme, salt and pepper. Let me see. Oh, lemon zest, orange juice, and lemon juice. So let's see. All right, we're moving along here. Looking pretty good. Vegetables were already taken out. Now that looks yummy. Thank you, Jimmy, for the cranberry sauce.
All right, if you go to our shop down below right here, for the first time this year, we put up a bunch of Christmas decor stuff. Number 1 is that little beautiful round ornament, Yumi and Sicily ornament that we have. We have Santa's helpers hats that she created this year. Stockings. We have about 7 or 8 items. You got to take a look at it. And remember, this stuff is already in the United States, so it's immediate shipment. And of course, we have our best-selling aprons. She's got like 7 or 8 different designs there that are great. Not only do they say Yumi and Sicily on them, they say a whole bunch of other things.
Like the provinces, or just Sicily, or there's one with lemons that's really, really popular.
Yep.
I'm very happy.
The T-shirts, we have new designs for T-shirts, including our new logo that's just came out. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I'm going to be doing my Christmas shopping for my family. They're going to get stuff from Yumi and Sicily's shop. So if you have a chance, you'll be surprised how much stuff we have. And it goes all the way up to, I think, quadruple XXL. So if you're like a linebacker or an offensive guard for the New England Patriots, you can buy one too. Great sizes, great colors, good prices, and right over here, boom, boom, boom.
It
Okay,
says
that's what I
shop.
want.
It
Says
says shop.
shop.
And then the other exciting news is that we have our paperback travel guide to Sicily for first timers. But honestly, there's stuff in there that's probably pretty good for those of you who have been already, and it's also on Kindle. So these are just some great gift ideas. And finishing up Al's book, editing and organizing and doing Al's book. So really hopeful that will be out in the next week, maybe 2 weeks. So that's
Before
what we have
Christmas,
going on. For sure.
Before Christmas, that's going to be up. And I wanted to say one other thing, is that next Saturday, December 3rd, we will be having our last class in Acireale for
December 6th.
December 6th, excuse me, for the Sicilian project in Acireale. And it's going to be a special one. That's the day we give out our diplomas, so to speak. We've had in and out around 22 kids, which is a good size for the space that we have there. But who's going to be there next week, because it's in memory of Michael Gorish, who was a Navy person from Sigonella who died in a swimming incident on the rocks right up there. Who's going to be there for the presentation will also be the mayor and several representatives from Sigonella Naval Station right outside of town. So that's going to wrap up our class now. Meanwhile, in Catania, Bridget is running 2 classes there, one for children, one for adults. We would appreciate your support. We have a lot of expenses coming up in 2026. We'd like you to make a donation to help us carry this mission forward.
That's our nonprofit,
And that's
the Sicilian Project.
Yeah,
.com.
www.thesicilianproject.com. It's a tax-deductible thing because we're a 501c3 nonprofit. And that's what I wanted to say about that. And then towards the end, I have one more announcement.
Go ahead. We are towards the end.
We are towards the end?
Yeah, but
Oh.
don't go yet because we have an announcement.
Okay. April the 23rd, I'm going to be in Lawrence, Massachusetts at Salvatore's Riverwalk restaurant like I did last year. The Yumi in Sicily is sponsoring a fundraiser for the Sicilian Project. And last year was very nicely attended. But we're not going to have a drawing like we did last year. So the only way that we can make money is to count on you to help us out. So would you like to help sponsor to pay the cost? Because guess what? We feed them a nice meal. If you can, if you'd like to be a sponsor, let me know. Let Eszter know. There's $100 sponsors, and there's corporate sponsors for $250. I would really appreciate it if you folks, again, it's tax deductible, make a donation, let us know that you want to be a sponsor, and we'll put your name up there. I'll call you out, obviously, and it'll be on our website too. So that's the other final announcement that I have to make.
I have nothing else to say.
Oh my goodness, she has nothing to say. I'm going to keep that tape.
Before I turn this around, let me tell you, my heart is filled to the max. This was such an amazing Thanksgiving with my Bunster. A very special one, and I think Christmas will be just as special. Don't get mad at me for tears. He doesn't like tears.
I love tears. I love tears of joy. Tears of joy are goody. Anyways, grazie per tutti e se benediga, and I'll see you the next time.
Love you guys. Check this view out. Oh, and check out my Erica. This plant is called Erica. It's for my friend Vanessa. And this is the view today. Ciao.